Today, I'm going to show you how to build and automate anything in one click using Manus AI. Now, this is a new AI agent that's just come out from China. It is absolutely unbelievable what it can do. For example, in one click, I just said research Julian Goldie, build and deploy the best possible website you can about him. It went off, it did all its magic, browsed the internet, created the files, coded it, ran the terminal, and then we've got the website deployed and ready to go right there. Boom shakalaka. And this website is better than any other agent that I've seen build out websites. You can see, for example, the content is comprehensive. It's personalized to me. This can also, for example, plan out whole trips. So I said plan a trip to Lower Manhattan in June. And this AI agent came back with better research than any other human that I've hired, right? It's absolutely terrifying how powerful this AI agent is. And it does everything in one click. You just say, do this. It's like, sure, mate, I'll do it. And I'll get it done right away. Like you can see, the tasks are actually executed almost perfectly. Here's another example. So we asked it to create and deploy the best and most useful tool you can for my SEO agency, Goldie Agency, this for lead generation. It can also work on multiple tasks at once. So for example, if we give this a prompt, and then we give this a prompt, is like having a team of AI agents just go off and to build and deploy and automate things for you at the same time. So you can build like an army of people. There was a video going viral of like 50 screens at once being used using this process. And on top of that, you might be wondering, okay, why and how is this different to everything else? Well, number one, it can fully control web browsers. It can create downloadable files in the chat. It can deploy websites from single prompts. It can perform deep research faster than competitors. It can browse the web for you, and it can host directly to subdomains like you can see right here. So this is the tool that we ask it to create in one single prompt. If you go to the dashboard inside the SaaS tool that we created, I mean, how much money would it take you to create something like this? Or how much time or effort or energy would it take you? Or how long would it take you to find someone who can actually create something like this in the space of minutes? A lot, right? Whereas this is just deployed and ready to go, and we've got a full-blown SaaS software plus a front end plus the actual homepage for the website ready to go. Right, that's how powerful this is. So finally got access to a Manus AI with an invitation code, and you can see I've got access directly in the dashboard right here. I know like literally hundreds of people have reached out to me asking like how to get access, and you can see we have access right here. I've actually run it through a few different tests today already, and it is looking absolutely awesome. Let me show you an example of this. So here's a website we actually created and deployed directly in the chat. And I just gave it one single prompt, and this AI agent just went off and created the whole website about me. It even did the research, it's created the about me pages. The design is better than, things I've seen created with Claude and things I've seen with, for example, like Bolt.new as well. And also, we'll be comparing it side by side versus DeepSeek as well, but it is unbelievable from what I've seen. So, for example, if we click on the about me page here, it's created like a really nice website, and literally all we did inside the chat here was just say research Julian Goldie, then build and deploy the best possible website you can about him. And you can see I'll run you through like the whole chat and how it worked step by step down here. But yeah, and it literally created this whole website. Like this is hosted on a subdomain manus.space, and it's created the home page, the about page. Let's check if the services work as well. Yeah, so it's created the services, and this is all custom tailored to me, right? So it's all personalized to me and what our agency sells, etc. Viresh says, is it free? So far, I've not paid a single penny for this, so it has been completely free. I also have a SOP inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Let me show you how to get access. So if you go inside the classroom here and then go to the SOP section, you'll see my instructions for setting up Open Manus as well. But this is using the live version of Manus. But if you want the free open source version of Open Manus, which is totally separate, then you can set that up using the instructions inside here in the SOP step by step. So you can see exactly how this runs step by step. Let me zoom in for you so it's a bit easier. But basically, step by step, we just say build a website, and then it will just go off. And it's like, right, okay, here's what we're going to do step by step. So it's like, right, I'll help you research Julian Goldie and build a comprehensive website about him. I'll start by gathering information about Julian Goldie, then design and develop a website based on that research and finally deploy it. Let me get started straight away. So it connects to the data source. So it actually goes to LinkedIn, which is pretty wild. So it just went straight to LinkedIn, search people on LinkedIn, search for Julian Goldie, and then you can see what it's done right here. So it can actually run like terminal requests as well. It can host websites. It can actually browse directly inside the chat here as well. So if we go inside the browsing section, it's actually gone to juliangoldie.com and scrolled through the website. And then if we click the forward arrow lines here, you can see what it's interacting with step by step. So it's actually gone to Julian Goldie and also to goldstarlinks.com, which is absolutely wild. And then what it's done is it's basically looked through the information and it's collected the personal information about us, right? So it's like, right, his name's Julian Goldie. He's from Manchester, England. Here's his profession. Here's the company, some professional background information about him. Here's his expertise. And here's the links to his main funnel. So even like calculated how many LinkedIn followers we have, how many YouTube subscribers we have. It actually managed to scrape my my Instagram bio as well. So you can see here it says Instagram bio. And step by step, it just found all this information about me, right? But that's not even the impressive part. Like that's kind of deep research, but it goes way deeper than that. So if we keep scrolling through, it's creating some terminal commands, creating like the page.tsx for the website. Then it actually deploys it. So it's deployed a website right here using the terminal commands. And then it's created the style CSS, the main.js, downloaded the images, added more images, index.html, etc. Right? And then just created this whole website right here. And if we scroll down directly in the chat, we can see that it just created this website right here. It's like, right, great news. I've successfully redesigned and redeployed the Julian Goldie website with a more beautiful modern design. The website is now live out here. Right? I will be 100% honest. At one point, when it first did the website, it said no, it created a website and deployed it, but nothing was showing up, right? But then I just said, can you make the design more beautiful, more modern? And just said nothing is showing up when I open it. I was like, right, I apologize about that. We're going to execute the commands, create the files, and then host it, right? And the website that we got back is really, really nice. As you can see, like I could just go live with that website. It's good to go, you know? It's even got like a contact us page where people can like enter the name, email, website, all looks super modern. Plus this is all customized and there's no hallucinations here. Like this is perfect. This is absolutely ready to go. It's even got links to our social media profiles. I didn't ask it to add that, but you can see here it has found and created social media icons with links directly to our profiles, right? Along with our main website, location, email address. Absolutely awesome. One thing I'd recommend is you go to the AI Profit Boardroom and you check out Open Manus, right? I have the instructions on how to set up the open source version of Manus, which is Open Manus. It's available on GitHub. And I also have a video tutorial that runs you through exactly how to set it up. So if you want to set it up for free using this process, then there's a free SOP on exactly how to set up Manus right there. What else we got? Yeah, Kyle says this is the most powerful thing I've ever seen. I would agree with you there. I think it's absolutely wild how good it is. It's unbelievable how actionable and practical it is. And yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, for example, here we can just say go off and do this, and it actually does it. Like, what other AI tool on the planet do you know of that can do that? Right? Which tool on the planet do you know that can, number one, go off and code stuff. Number two, deploy it. Number three, connect live to the web. Number four, create files. And number five, give you something that's actually personalized to you and actually is useful, right? I mean, even something like Bolt.new that you normally pay like, top dollar for, if you do the same thing. So if we go to Bolt.new here, which is another paid AI tool, right? And we'll say create and deploy the best and most useful tool. And we're not going to do that one actually. We're going to do the example that actually worked. So this one, research Julian Goldie, blah, blah, blah. And we'll compare the outputs side by side, right? So this is another sort of AI coding agent that can do similar things and code similar things, but the output I can almost guarantee is not going to be as good. But we can compare them side by side. So we'll come back to that in a minute once Bold.new is finished coding. And Manus gives response with pictures, absolutely. So here's the other thing about Manus is like it actually has this ability to browse the web directly, right? So for example, if we go onto the browsing section here, so it's browsing juliangoldie.com, and you can see how it's actually jumped through step by step on the website. So if we pull this up, pull up the browsing, there's no other AI agent that I know of apart from Claude that can browse the web directly like this, scroll through actual websites, and then give you the preview, right? So you can see, for example, here, it's using its vision and its computer use power to scroll through the web, look through, for example, like LinkedIn profiles like this, and then gather the information we need to complete the task. What else we got here? So Open Manus looks good and it can run local, but not the same abilities as this version of Manus. So you should check out the video tutorial inside the AI Profit Boardroom. It's not as good as Manus, but if you're waiting for an invitation code, and if you need something that can browse the internet, search through, etc., then this is one of the best ways to do it. Carl says, I asked to be on the wish list and join the Discord. Thousands of people are in the Discord. Yeah, from what I actually heard, the Discord is blocked for Open Manus. So if we go onto Open Manus here, Manus AI, some people were telling me they couldn't get into Open Manus anymore. And I haven't seen any more invitation codes come out since the 8th of March, which was 2 days ago, right? So if we scroll through the chat here, literally there's 11,000 people online inside the Discord just waiting for a code. And you can see all the reactions here. Like, people are desperately trying to get access to this stuff, and no one has access, really, apart from a few people. And thankfully, I'm one of the lucky few. But that's why I'm testing it for you. I mean, if you want me to actually, for example, test this out for you and give you some prompts, like, just let me know. And if you, a lot of people are asking me for invitation codes, but just go to the AI Profit Boardroom. Number one, because there's an awesome community of people who probably will get invitation codes later. And number two, inside the SAP section here, you can get Open Manus. And Open Manus is the closest thing you're going to get to Manus. It's still better than ChatGPT. Like, for example, if you check ChatGPT and that output we asked for before, it's just nowhere near as good. So we've got the output back from bold.new right here. And we can preview this full size, right? So let me show you an example of what Manus did versus bold.new, right? Bear in mind, Manus doesn't specialize at this. Bolt.new does specialize at this. Now, they've both deployed to a subdomain, like you can see. But which one would you prefer? If I had to actually click on both of these, I'm going to go with this one, right? And the reason for that is because this one actually funnels traffic to booking in a call, which is what we want from our website, whereas this one is funneling traffic to LinkedIn and to Twitter as well. And number two as well, this is a lot more generic, right? So if you have a look at this, the content itself, we have a look at the page, like how well does this sell us? Well, it's only got 78 words, so it doesn't sell us that great, right? It doesn't say that much information about us. It's very, very brief. If we have a look at this, it's like, who is Julian Goldie? Well, here's his expertise, and here's who he is, right? And it's a lot more in depth, it's a lot more in detail, and it also gives us a lot better research in terms of like, okay, he's had 6 years of experience. He goes into the granular details. He's got a team of 70 people, etc. It's also got an About Us page as well. The other thing to note here is like if you compare Bolt's output versus Manus, and bear in mind both of them were one-click AI agents, but if you look at Manus's example, it's actually got a full navigation bar here, and also the design just feels a lot more modern and new, right, in the way that it's created. It's also found information about the book and what the book is, etc. And it's also come up with like a career milestone section here. And the design just looks much more modern if we have a look at it. And then finally, of course, it sells our services as a whole services page. This website right here from bold.new doesn't have a services page at all, right? And so the difference in class is just absolutely outrageous. Like you get so much more from Manus and, you know, what it's creating. And a lot of people were saying, Manus is a fake tool or, you know, like they're great at advertising, but the tool doesn't actually do all this stuff. I think they've over-delivered in terms of what it does. Like this AI agent is better than I expected. I expected to test it out and like, you know, maybe it'd be interesting, but not that great, etc. It's way smarter than I imagined. It's the closest thing to AGI I've ever seen. Let's be honest. And yeah, some people are saying like it created its own web scraper, which is absolutely amazing. Nicholas says, mate, you should really disclose you're getting paid for promoting these tools. I'm not getting paid to promote this at all, right? I've had zero payment to promote this at all. And usually, honestly, we just promote our own products rather than anything else. Reason that we promote our own products inside these videos is we make more money, right? We turn down like 99.9% of partnership deals. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get access to the SAP for Manus, feel free to get that. That's inside the SAP section of the AI Profit Boardroom. just go to the classroom and then Manus AI, and you'll see the full recipe right here, along with how to set up Open Manus if you don't have an invitation code yet. Top of that, you'll get inside here all of my best trainings on like email content automation, social media, AI agents, web automation, AI SEO automation, Q&A call recordings, SOPs, and a crash course, right? This is basically guaranteed to save you time and make more money with AI. Top of that, if you ever get stuck, you can ask questions inside the community. We have 319 members ready to help you. And if you want to get help directly on a call, just join the weekly calls and the Q&As right here. And if you can't make the Q&As, it's okay because we record it. Feel free to get that link in the comments description. And if you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session that shows you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visits a month and generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales and autopilot, feel free to get on this free link building acceleration session. You'll get a free SEO domination plan, custom tailored so you can generate more lead sales and profits. You'll discover the secrets to SEO link building, answer any questions you have one-to-one, and you'll learn the best link building strategy for your website. Plus, how to outrank your competitors based on what's working for us and our happy clients, like you can see right here. Feel free to get that link in the comments and description. Appreciate you watching and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.